Hi there, welcome back to EU4 on hard. Let's role-playing, must we? The third Rome is our mission, and we have someone who's quite into the idea of third Rome. Our Grand Kniaz, even the third, the Great, is a zealot. He has gained this, and he probably wants to either, as in the mission, protect the brethren in Bryanskas from their conversion from the Lithuanians. They want to convert the Orthodox guys into Catholic guys, or alternatively attack Kazan. Kazan now have a little bit of a problem. They have a lot of current wars, and what I also wanted to do was look into the history of Kazan a bit. Like, Kazan was founded either from the Tatars or from the Volga Bulgars, and it was like a great country, especially the Kazan area itself. And it later developed from a descendant of the Great Horde into a Khanate that was like a Great Horde in itself, and even later it became like Sunni or something. Like fully Sunni, not only like steppe Sunni, but really also institutionalized. It was an area that was full of wars all the time, and of course the steppes that you can see here in its central area contribute to the nomads and the forthcoming of the Tatar hordes. And it was one of the areas that was also decimated by Ivan the Great, which is why we want to, from a roleplay and historical standpoint, go into that. And also, when we look at the Age of Discovery, we can control the fifth center of trade. If we take the Kazan province, inland center of trade, we now also have the means to do that. And so we want to get into it. We have taken the corresponding idea group, religious ideas, fitting for a zealot. We have divine supremacy. Our missionary strength is up by 1%, by 3% even. Even later we might go into Inquisition and then go against Catholic countries as well. But for now, we're quite confident for that. And once our rebel faction goes away and is controlled enough, you can see here we still have provincial unrest from the last war, then we will consider an attack on Kazan. We won't go into a hazardous development, as we have a very intelligent Kniaz. He has great abilities, and he knows that you just cannot go on a rampage. A court painter available. Lately we've been looking for painters or artists to try to adequately capture the glory of our Grand Kniaz. As it happens, a painter offered his services to us just this morning. Or we could hire the painter, or could decline his services. I think hiring the painter is something Ivan would do, because in his younger years he was known as a man of great refinement and following the arts and crafts. And this court painter could maybe depict some Christian scene now and improve the image of the orthodoxy at the court. So we'll hire him, even if it's terribly costly. And if you're playing rationally, you might have gone for a church building that will last with you all the time. But 3 stability is also a very good thing to have. Let's see, what is our mission? We want to protect our brethren in Bryanskas, and of course, secret mission, not so secret mission is we want to get into Kazan. That is really heartfelt matter. People want to hire our armies, but we don't want that. We can raise Streltsy now. No, we don't want to do that. We might go into reform Sudebnik, but we have no provinces where we can do that. Now, religious zeal. Inspired by our fervent beliefs and religious policies, our missionaries are proving to be more convincing in their quiet chats with the unbelievers. Time to spread the good news. Oh, we gain 10 loyalty from the clergy estate and 1 more missionary strength for 10 years. Wow, that's helping a lot. Let's also see what maybe the clergy can help us again. We can demand administrative support, and they won't be pissed off about it. And I think that's what we're going to do. I mean, we're fans of the church. We'll support them, but we're also inclined to take their help. Oh, the Great Horde declared against Astrakhan. Maybe growing again. Oh, supported Cossacks. Military leader has left us. Oh, Radomir Bibikov will no longer serve us. Ah, these generals. They don't get very old, I'm afraid. Look at that, the unrest has decreased by a lot. And the rebel factions might just disappear. Faction has a 3.8% chance of increasing the progress by 10% each month now, which is tolerable. And it really might go away once the unrest is gone. Yeah, we now have 3 stability. That's of course really, really good. Can go for better military technology too. And we have artillery then. A great fan of the military as well, or as a man of great aptitude in the military, will go for that, of course. So, we have the limber. Artillery had been documented in Europe since the 13th century, but due to its lack of mobility, it had very limited battlefield use. The development of the limber in the 1470s allowed guns to become more mobile and thus useful. 1470, well, we're a little bit behind that, but we have Hufnis and large cast bronze mortars. Maybe we'll go for the more mobile weapons. I mean, let's see what we can do here. The Hufnis has more offensive fire, defensive moral. Large cast bronze mortar has offensive fire and offensive moral. That's a more offensive weapon. Flanking range 2. A defensive weapon. That is developed by the Hussites. Short-barreled guns. Mounted on wagons and used on the field of battle or to fire balls and canisters in support to the infantry. And this were so enormous in size that they required hundreds of men and oxen to move them. They had an immense destruction power, but could only fire a limited amount of times during the day, due to the difficulties in loading and aiming these beasts. So these would be siege crackers. The Hufnis would be against the infantry. Oh, I think we're like more going for the mobile forces. Like in theory, I would of course take the large cast bronze mortar, but for roleplay, we'll take the Hufnis here. Let's see. Do we have? No, we have a land force limit. Something free here. I believe we should just build at least one now. Recruit the regiment. We'll go for a Hufnis. We can do that from the regiment menu, probably better. Let's build one of these. Kazan is no longer a valid rival for us. Oh my god. Now we need to find another rival, probably. Let's see. Where's the diplomacy? What rivals do we have? Castile, Hungary, Poland? We don't want none of them. I mean, at least the Polish we don't want as a rival. The Hungary we don't want as a rival. Castile maybe, they are far away. But as long as we don't need a rival, we won't use one. These are all picks that we don't like. influences going on. Let's see. Other things that can be done for us. Demand military support. Yeah, we want to have that. How are the separatists doing? 3.8 chances still. Kazan has embraced feudalism too. Wow, they are late to the party, if anything. Oh, our corruption has gone down a bit. Yearly change of minus. Oh, we don't need to combat corruption anymore. That's good. That gives us more money. The inflation is okay. Lithuania is building a spy network at us. That's no wonder. Fabricate a claim here on Kazan. Udmurtia, or well, let's go for Perm. I mean, we have long traditions with Perm here, and we'll go for Perm. Next claim will be 50. Yeah, we'll wait a bit. Now, that will go down. Decay by % each month. Rostov. It's a royal marriage. And we want a royal marriage with them. And we have unrest again. Where is that coming from? Let's see. It's probably spy actions, right? Catholic zealots. Even. That must be sponsored. Shared interest? Grand Kniaz Ivan III, the Great Veliki, is known for possessing a mind for organization, making sure that people, as well as at the administration of Mashawi, adhere to the law, while also updating and adjusting the system to fit the times we live in. Of great interest to the Grand Kniaz, imagine his joy upon realizing that his wife share many of these ideas. Conversation with you, dear Svetlana, now that you're not going into foreign bedrooms again, is as stimulating as any council meeting, he exclaims to the Queen one afternoon. She responds with a smile, also much enjoying bonding with her husband over these matters. Those two make a great match. Oh, will we gain one administrative power? And we gain, of course, 100 or... That's a great choice. Yeah, we've gained 100. So we probably had a pet project. Oh, we need at least 3 rivals. We can choose Kazan again. There we go. Bless you, Kazan. And we can go into devoutness. Or we could go into another idea. Renaissance thought for a new idea group. I think he's more into the religious ideas, so go for the devoutness. Tolerance of the true faith goes up. How is the unrest? Someone is financing our unrest. Now when the faction is gone away, we'll definitely make a try for... They're at war again, of course, with the Great Horde. But it's going well for them, and strangely, it's going well for them. What's going on here? And we need to look at the estates again. Maybe we can sponsor something. Make a generous donation here, and then seek support of the clergy. No. The boyars, can we do something here? Would help us? No. Cossacks, they would need some steps, I know. The burghers maybe. Ask them for a contribution. That is easier. Demanding diplomatic support is much harder. Would decrease their loyalty by 20. You cannot risk this. Trade league disbanded. Oh my god. Poor trade leagues. This is not a world for trade leagues. No leader after Venice. What has happened to them? Oh my god, they have shrunk. They're very, very small. Look at that. There is French Wessex. How humiliating is that? England getting squashed here. What is it with Novgorod? They are doing well. Again, but they want our provinces, of course. All of them. Or most of them. I'll wait for the end of this war of Kazan with a great horde. Then we'll strike. Let's see. Naval ambitions. The colonial range. First colonial range we have. Of course, we want the technology to not fall behind. Next would be religious tradition. Here would be nice. And we would also get the legacy of Dmitry Donskoy. Aha. The one who defeated the Tatars. Yuri is calm. Stability cost modifier minus 10%. He's a calm little boy, enjoying the success of his father. That's really a good ability. Imagine leaders of this time having the calm ability. Wow. That would be awesome. There's not much except waiting at the moment. Once they have finished the war against the Great Horde, we will attack them. We could bring our troops into positions. Now. Supply limit of 22. We'll move over here. We should be able to move here and move over here. Now that our unrest has gone away. Also, let's have a look. Well, maybe we're in the mood for another church. Let's see about the tax base. Novgorod would be a possibility. Yeah, the local autonomy is bad. Totma would be good. Totma and Mologa, maybe. Mologa sounds like a good place for something like that. They don't have much trade. They need something to look forward to. There's Mologa. Oh, it's here. Another church. And maybe another. Like, just because we're just in the mood now. I always have to look. Mologa was good. Maybe Reserve Totma. There we go. Where's the 4th Army? They're here. Moving into this place. They're preoccupied with a war against the Great Horde, and we won't do much. Hey, now. Now. There's peace again. There's peace again. What should we still do before the war? We should maybe appoint a general. A leader. Could make our heir the leader, but we love him. We don't want to send him out. He's important. We'll recruit a general. Arkady Tiesenhusen. Oh, one more of the Tiesenhusen dynasty. Good movement. Okay, shock. Not the best, but definitely a competent man. What else could we do before the war? Could look at the church, but we have no authority at the moment. Technology is all good. How is Lithuania doing? Are they doing something? Not doing anything. They desire a lot of provinces, also from Odoyev. That's a little bit critical. Let's have a look at the military. It's going well so far. Can we gain some support? Could raise additional levies. That's definitely a thing we could do amidst the war. And the Cossacks. No. I mean, we're doing this for the Cossacks partly because they can get some steppes there. Where are the steppes? Like, we could give them Vedasuvar or Tetyushi. So this will be what we do next time. A war against Kazan. Thank you for watching. Happy gaming to you, and see you in the next episode of Third Rome. Have a good time until then.